What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Friday. Hope everyone's having a good day. Today we're going to do an update on ALGORAND. This is a coin I've done a few videos on by now. Obviously, they're a Boston-based blockchain. That's where I live, so I'm going to be supporting them a little more than usual. But this coin is buzzworthy, particularly because they are sponsoring the World Cup, which is starting in 1 month. So a lot of people are expecting some price pumps from that. And then also there's a lot of other developments with this coin, particularly one development yesterday, kind of surprising that just happened, that caused the price to pump about 10-15%. We'll get into all that in a sec. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, drop a comment down below. Let me know if you're from the ALGORAND community or if you're one of my followers. Let me know what you think of this project. Without further ado, let's dive in. So ALGORAND, this is the 3-month chart here. So this was the 30% rise that happened about September 20th. That was due to a couple reasons. Number one, they sponsored Boston Blockchain Week, which I went to. Oh, and then they were the lead sponsor, and obviously always when a blockchain sponsors an event, they tend to come up with more announcements during that time. So there's a lot of developments happening, and the price does tend to pump. So it was due to that and the associated announcements. They appointed a new CMO, Chief Marketing Officer, Michelle Cantaglia from Visa. She was an executive there and had other kind of big sort of corporate experience. That was received very well by the ALGORAND community. Also, FIFA Collect. So this didn't launch until October 6th, but it was around that same time, around September 22nd, they made the announcement that this marketplace, this is the NFT marketplace for the World Cup, they made the announcement that it does have a launch date, which will be in 2 weeks on October 6th. And that all pretty much combined to lead to this price pump right here. So then obviously the big thing going on is, the FIFA World Cup partnership. They're the lead crypto sponsor. They're not the lead overall sponsor. They're the lead crypto sponsor. But it's a big deal because the World Cup is a big deal. It's, obviously the Super Bowl is just one day. The World Cup, 30 days. It starts November 22nd. Goes till December 18th. So that's about 29, 30 days. You'll constantly be seeing the ALGORAND names splashed all over stadiums, all over TV, all over merchandise. And it's big business. The television ratings wise, so the World Cup, let's see, the 2018 final, 516 million people tuned in to the final worldwide. So the Super Bowl, by comparison, the 2015 matchup between the Patriots and the Seahawks, that was the highest rated Super Bowl in recent memory. That only had 114 million in the US and then about 160 million total, including international. So the final game of the World Cup has about 5 times as many viewers as the Super Bowl. And then also the World Cup's a 30-day event. So the cumulative number of viewers is more like 10 to 20 times. Then on a business revenue sense, it's also much bigger than the Super Bowl as well. The Super Bowl brought in about $620 million in revenue each year. The last one did, whereas the World Cup in 2018, the last one, it brought in $5 billion. So on a revenue basis, it's about 9 times as big. So it was a huge, huge sponsorship. A lot of people are really thinking this is a great sort of buy on the dip opportunity, or that the price is going to really rise. Then I would have to agree with that. And now here's the 7-day chart. Then you'll see this sort of surprising pump here from about 29 cents to like 34 cents. That's a good 15% pump right there. Pretty big. So what was it? The news kind of got absorbed by the rest of the markets, but it did cause the price to increase. I believe it was this right here. Sam Bankman-Fried, surprisingly, kind of a surprise here, he announced that he will be speaking at ALGORAND's Decipher 2022 conference in Dubai in late November. So this is just ALGORAND's official conference. And it's kind of a surprise because FTX doesn't really have a direct relationship with ALGORAND. Obviously, the ALGORAND coin is on FTX, and both companies are, they're both involved in the SALT conference, so they're sort of peripherally connected, loosely hang in the same social circles, but there wasn't really a direct partnership until now. Plus, this conference is in Dubai. Their last year's Decipher conference, it was in Miami, so that would have made a little more sense. Sam Bankman-Fried, he's in Bahamas. Their U.S. office moving to Miami, so just go to the Miami ALGORAND conference. No, this year it's in Dubai. The fact they were able to get Bankman-Fried there, that was kind of a surprise, a big coup, and that caused the price to pump out 10 to 15% yesterday. So, yeah, going along with that, yeah, I will not be at that conference. I will be at Decentral Miami. This is a little bit off topic, but that's the same time, same days, November 28th, 29th. Very excited for that one. If you are going to be at this conference in late November, it's 6 weeks from now, let me know. Say hi. Very excited. My buddy from the 2017-18 days. He is putting on that conference. Justin Wu. A lot of good speakers there. Should be fun. Now back to ALGORAND. So part of the reason for the SBF going to the what's it called Decipher conference. So they also lots of developments going on here. FTX just announced they're supporting the USD Circle stablecoin, the ALGORAND version. So USD, that's kind of like the Tether stablecoin, where it trades natively on 8 different blockchains. There's the ERC20 version, the Solana version, the Algo version, Tron, Stellar Flow, Hedera. So that was big news right there. So FTX, Algorand, they're definitely kind of becoming more and more involved with each other, and that is what caused the price to pump yesterday. Back to Algorand, so they're big on the conference circuit. They were just at Converge San Francisco. That was a conference, I think, about, September 28th, about 3 weeks ago. They also did this Algorand developer greenhouse in Singapore, again, about 3 weeks ago. This looks like a hackathon sort of thing, sort of a conference / hackathon in Singapore. So they're very big on the conference circuit. Here's more pictures from it. That's good. Also on the podcast circuit, they're pretty big too. They've got a couple of big names involved. Anthony Scaramucci, he's an investor in Algorand, the former Goldman Sachs executive, and he runs a hedge fund. So he's a big investor. He just was on this guy, JT Invests in You. He runs a podcast, and Scaramucci did an appearance there. That was good. And then some other big names that go on the same podcast, including this guy here, Kristen Ager Hansen, the Norwegian venture capitalist. Very big name there. He's also an investor in Algorand. He's going on the same JT Invests in You Algorand podcast November 2nd. So they're staying really involved in the community. Big names. That's big. Now let's get into the recent developments, tech developments here. There's been a lot. You don't really hear about a lot of them, but this coin is just really churning out the developments. So gaming specifically, they've been having a lot. They just launched this game, Cosmic Champs. It's like, what is it here? It's a space set game, combines elements of tower defense, collectible card games, NFTs, so it's like an outer space sort of game. Their beta launch was just recently, play to earn. And then gaming in general, it seems like a natural fit for Algorand, because Algorand has near instant transactions with the fees are a fraction of a penny. So Ethereum, as we all know, a $30 transaction usually costs around $4. Algorand, like other cheap blockchains, it's fractions of a penny. So if you're playing a play-to-earn game, it's mostly people in third world countries, a lot of people in the Philippines, Thailand, areas like that. They play these games, Indonesia. So for them, if they're making $5, $10, $15 on a gameplay, and then having no a 1 cent fraction of a penny transaction fee, that's big to them. That's very big. So it's a natural fit, and then also the speed of Algorand's transactions near instant, much faster than a lot of other blockchains. That's good. You can't disrupt the game flow. Just when your coins come in, your reward comes in, you can't stop the game because the transaction is taking too long. You need to check on that. So gaming is definitely a natural fit. We watched a few games. We'll get into this one in a little bit here. The Drone Racing League. This is kind of cool. This is an actual, it combines VR with actual drone racing, like real drones in the sky, remote control. They race against each other. We'll talk about that in a sec. They have a game called Flex NBA, an NBA-style board game with NFT crypto elements. They have AlgOcean, that's a play-to-earn virtual fishing game. It's kind of cool. Haven't heard of that before. And they have Trantorian. This is a blockchain 3D space exploration battle game combining economic and civilization development based in some faraway metaverse within outer space. Sounds kind of cool. And then they have this game, Zone. This is a GameFi game. That's a game that combines play-to-earn gaming elements with DeFi and staking. It's like a social gaming platform. Pretty neat there. And then back to FIFA Plus Collect. So this is the NFT market, the official NFT marketplace for the World Cup. So it's going to have a lot of NFTs that are mostly related to historic World Cup moments, big goals, players, stuff like that. So the marketplace launched October 6th, 2 weeks ago, gaining a lot of traction. So it launched with the Genesis drop was the first NFT on October 6th that it launched with, and that's selling very well. So already sold like 532,000 packs worldwide. And then for the week of October 5th, that was last week, it was in the top 5 trending NFTs. Number 5, right there, FIFA Genesis. So it's one thing to have the NFT marketplace launch. It's another thing to actually have good NFTs that are big selling, and this is what they have here. So that's very good. And back to the drone racing league. So this is kind of cool. That's just launched October 11th, or the new season launched. It's been going on. They have regular seasons, and the new season launched. It looks like this little stadium here in Silicon Valley. So it's a real thing, the Drone Racing League. It combines players play against each other with virtual headsets, and then they remote control actual drones. So it's not like a video game. It's just actual drones in the sky, like here. It's a bad picture. Players compete against each other. The drones battle each other, hit each other, it's just a race. They go from one end to the other. It sounds kind of like a roller derby, but for drones in the sky, that sort of thing. There's actual spectators, bad picture, but it looks like they have thousands of people. It's big business. And then it's also televised on ABC. It also streams on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So this is big. And that is ALGORAND is the official sponsorship of that. So really sort of kind of funky sponsors here. And it sort of combines tech elements, sort of not. It's sort of like a Red Bull sort of extreme sports kind of partnership. I really like it here. It's sort of out there a little bit in a good way. And then this is a female professional soccer team, the New York, New Jersey Gotham FC in the Female World Soccer League. They teamed up with the Drone Race League to bring the drones to a practice session early this year. I don't really have any pictures of this, but there was some sort of drone racing at this team's practice. It's kind of cool right there. So they're big into the sports world. ALGORAND big into soccer, specifically on both the men's and women's side. And their sponsorship with the World Cup does also extend to the Women's World Cup, which is in 2 years, I believe, in Indonesia as well. That's something else to watch for. More tech developments. So the Para, that's the official wallet for ALGORAND. They have added a full list of staking options right now. I'm not sure what the yields are. I want to say something like 4, 5, 6%. So sort of stay for more conservative yields. You can check all that out. More developments. Blue Minds, the DApp on ALGORAND. They accept USDC Circle stablecoins on the ALGORAND blockchain. They accept those payments directly to your bank. So if you're paying someone with USDC, then you don't have to send it through an exchange. You don't have to pay the fees. This is big with international. A lot of people get paid with stable coins, Tether, USDC. Always want to skip the exchanges. You always want to keep the fees down. So this makes it much easier right there. And then Wormhole is a cross-chain bridge that connects about 8 or 10 different blockchains. They officially introduced ALGORAND to the addition of the Wormhole network. So Wormhole network, that's pretty big. Funded by Jump Crypto. It's very popular, probably the top cross-chain bridge, I believe. ALGORAND was the 10th integration with a layer 1 blockchain. So if anything, you're kind of wondering why wasn't ALGORAND incorporated sooner. I guess it was only a matter of time here. But yes, you can trade coins from Ethereum, Avalanche, Solana, etc. Now ALGORAND's there. You can sort of trade coins from one network to the other without having to go through an exchange. So that's what the Wormhole does. So that was big right there. Other little things, TravelX Marketplace went live. This is a DApp on the ALGORAND blockchain. It enables travelers to purchase airline tickets as NFTs. Cointelegraph covered that. It's pretty cool. And then Techstars Crypto Boston. This is an accelerator program in Boston. So there's a lot of these in like San Francisco, LA, places like that. Not too many in Boston, New York, some, not too many. So they're having their first inaugural year this year. So it's a big new accelerator launching in Boston. The first class applications were just accepted, and ALGORAND is the lead sponsor of that. So they're getting really into the sort of academic, sort of younger crypto education, early stage crypto entrepreneurship world, which makes sense since Boston's a very college-heavy city. Then also on the development announcement front, Napster. So the Napster, that's another Boston company, the Napster from the late 90s, they're still around in a slightly different form, but they're still around, live streaming music. They announced a new CEO, John Vlazopoulos. Yeah, this was also received very well. This announcement was made about 3 weeks ago. Came from the company Roblox, and Napster is owned by ALGORAND. It's in the ALGORAND blockchain. So that's it. So yeah, I just wanted to give some updates here. The hometown coin, but a lot of developments. It's really sort of an under the radar coin. A lot of these announcements you don't hear on the big blogs like CoinDesk, Cointelegraph, etc. A lot of it's just because Algorand isn't really based in Silicon Valley the way a lot of these other blockchains are, but the amount of development happening on it, especially leading into the World Cup, it's more so than average. It's much more so than a lot of the competitors. So very bullish on this coin. That's it for now. Be back on Monday with a new episode. No episodes on the weekend as usual. Monday the next one. Everyone have a good weekend. See you on Monday. Later.